Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a fall makeup look. It's gonna be like a get ready with me / tutorial. I wanted to show you a bunch of different products that I'm really liking, and this is gonna be 100% clean makeup brands. This video is sponsored by Sephora Collection, so I'm gonna be sharing a lot of the Sephora Collection clean products throughout the tutorial as we go on. I started off by doing some skincare prep, and I used some products from the Sephora Collection. They have an already existing line of skincare products, and 90% of their assortment has been converted to clean products. So I started off with the exfoliating peel pad, and then I have a little bit of moisturizer on, and I also use the Sephora Collection hydrating eye cream. They also have facial wipes. I love the watermelon ones because they're really nice and hydrating. They have eye masks, sheet masks. I really like the watermelon ones because, again, they're just really hydrating and super nice for a drier skin type. And then more sheet masks as well. So you could go in with a sheet mask if you feel like you want your skin to just look extra prepped and ready for the day, but I'm gonna go in with my primer. I'm using the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. This one is so nice if your skin lends itself a little bit more dry. It's slightly less mattifying and heavy of a product as the one that comes in the little tub. I do love that one as well, but I think this one's just a little bit more everyday friendly for a drier skin type. So I'm just going to lightly rub this all into my skin. For my foundation, I'm using the Sephora Collection Glowing Skin Foundation. I wear the shade number 17. I just like to squeeze a little bead on the back of my hand and really warm it up with my fingertips. The first time I used this foundation, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like a tinted moisturizer, but it actually has such great buildable coverage. And I'm just using a brush to really buff and blend this in. It also feels really nice and lightweight, which, as you know, that's kind of what I always go for a foundation. I would prefer them to feel really nice, lightweight, because I almost feel like if my makeup feels heavy, it starts distracting me. And all of the Sephora Collection clean line, it's all under $20, so a lot more affordable than some of the luxury clean beauty lines. And I really like how the foundation just blends out nice and seamless. You can use your fingers to blend it out if you want, but I just prefer to use a brush sometimes. To conceal my under eyes and just brighten them up a bit, I'm gonna use the RMS Uncover Up Concealer. This is one of my all-time favorite concealers because it blends away into your skin, and I mean, you can see, it gives you that really nice, dewy, youthful looking under eye. It just reflects back so much light and looks really pretty. And I think the best way to do the RMS concealer is really to push it in and warm it up with your fingertips, because it makes the product a little bit more melty and you just have full control over the blend. You can also take it around the corners of your nose. I always have a little bit of redness under there, and I do like how this just brightens up my face if I conceal the redness around my nose. And then I'm gonna set this concealer and foundation down with the ILIA Fade Into You translucent powder. I also really love the one in Waikiki Run, but this one's just translucent, and I like how it doesn't take away luminosity, but it'll keep everything in place and from, you know, migrating around. So I'm just lightly dabbing the powder all over and doing more of a pushing patting motion than a sweeping motion. Moving on to eyeshadows, I'm gonna use the Sephora Clean Bouncy eyeshadow palette, and I love the formulation of these because they're like a cream powder hybrid, so there's no fallout at all. And I want a lot of pigmentation on my lid, so I'm picking it up with my finger at first and just using this to really pack the color onto my lid so I can get as much intensity as possible. You could also use a stiff eyeshadow brush if you like. I'm also gonna pick the shade up on my brush now and use my brush to blend the eyeshadow up into my crease. So when I'm in the crease, I'm using a little bit more pressure than I am up here so that I get that really nice fade. And then I'm gonna take it on a little Laura Mercier pencil brush and just blend that right from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner. And then I'm going to take that deep cocoa shade, and starting on the outer corner, because that's where I want the most intensity to be, I'm going to pack that right there. And then slowly just blend that closer onto the center of my eyelid. And then this really amazing gold shade, I'm just going to mix it with some of that pink color and pop that right on the center of my eyelids. And then I'm going to take Bonus from Milk and run this along my top lash line. This is a shimmery bronze shade, just so I can get a little bit more definition on my top lash line. Because this eyeliner has shimmer in it, I'm not going to put it in my waterline or tight line, so I'm going to use the ILIA brown eyeliner. It's a gel one too, so it's really long lasting, and I'm going to use that to do my waterline and my tight line. I just want to beef up my lashes as much as I can. I'm going to take my pencil brush one more time from Laura Mercier, and I'm going to blend this deep cocoa brown right into the lower lash line. So now I'm going to move into bronzer, and I'm going to be using one of my favorite bronzers ever from ILIA. And obviously when you're doing this dramatic of an eye, you really need to warm that face back up. So I'm just going to apply this around the perimeter of my face. And I really like this bronzer because even though it's powder, it's super emollient and it just blends in so nicely, and I don't ever have issues with it getting blotchy on me. And when I'm doing my bronzer, I try to take extra time to really buff it in so that it looks as natural as possible and it doesn't look like it's just sitting there. For blush, I'm going to use Moon Cry from RMS, and this is a really deep, super pigmented blush, but I feel like I get the easiest application if I use something big and fluffy like this. And just pick the product up, always work the excess off onto the back of your hand so you can really control the pigmentation, and just lightly apply it to the apples of the cheeks and then blend it back. But this is such an exceptional fall blush shade because it's that really intense berry, almost like a cacao undertoned berry. And then I'm also going to use the RMS pressed highlighting powder. Apply this to the high points. Look at the shine. I'm barely putting any on, and I love how intense this gets. And if you like more of a soft highlight, you have to use like basically no product at all to get the intensity. I'm going to use the ILIA Tinted Brow Gel. This is their tinted volumizing one. I'm using the brunette shade. And I like how it gives you a little bit of tint, but also keeps your brows in place. And I do finagle it a little bit. I can also use it to fill in my brows as well because the product is quite pigmented. So for me, I don't feel like I always have to use a brow pencil when I use this. I'm going to fill in my lips a bit. I'm going to use this Ere Perez Lip Pencil. So I just did a little bit of a curl in my lashes, and I'm going to pop on the Kosas Big Clean Mascara. This is quickly becoming one of my absolute new favorites. I really like how the formula is a little bit more on the dry side, which I think works the best for my lashes personally, because then I feel like it just gets on every single lash versus the mascaras that are a little bit more wet. I feel like I just don't have as much control over the application. And I also just really love the brush of this one. And I'm gonna do a couple coats because I do like how this gets pretty dramatic. And I'm gonna put it on my lower lashes as well. One more coat on the top lashes because I'm telling you, this stuff builds so nice. I have two different lip products from the Sephora collection. So the lip mousses and then the glossy lip oils. I love these lip oils. I keep the clear one in my purse all the time because I use it every single day. I really like how hydrating these are, and then the tinted ones do have a little bit of color to them as well. My personal favorites are these two. This one is tamarind and then apricot, which is more of a light nude. And then the lip mousses, which obviously have a little bit more color payoff. So, and the lip mousses are actually, they're not drying at all. They're super hydrating and they have a really nice emollient, comforting formulation to where they don't feel like they're sucking all of the life out of your lips. But today I am going to use my favorite in tamarind. It's a really nice, soft brown that I think is perfect for fall. It's actually almost taupey, but surprisingly enough, the cool tone of it doesn't throw me off. I actually think it's a flattering, cool toned nude. I mean, how pretty is this shade? And they're so wet and reflective. They just make your lips look huge. I love it. They make my lips look so much bigger. All right, and here's the finished look. You can see everything up close. Obviously, I always really want to emphasize the skin, make it look as good as possible, but still have it be like somewhat natural, even when I do like do a little bit more full coverage like today. I will zoom you out now. Okay, so I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments down below. I'm going to list and link everything in the description box as well for you. I would love it so much if you would subscribe to my channel and if you'd come follow me on Instagram. Other than that, just leave some comments down below so we can talk to each other. And I'll see you in my next one. So thank you so much for watching this one. Bye everyone.